only ones who can do this.
I'm awesome.
We're brothers. We fight together. We're just getting started.
Yeah, she sounded like a leader.
I do? Oh, I do! Oh, I sound like such a leader.
And you ruined it.
Ninja Turtles.
Remember, don't let any human see you.
Aloha! This is Trinidad, the Island Man, your Island Man, coming to you live once again from beautiful Hawaii here on the island of Oahu, bringing you, yes you, the best movie reviews on the entire island of Oahu. And yes, this is Trinidad, the Island Man, your Island Man, and today, opening weekend, I saw the new movie, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. And remember our rating scale, shock a thumbs up. It's good to see, I recommend it. Shock a thumbs down, it's junk, I don't recommend it. And well, for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, partly written by and produced by Seth Rogen, who plays one of the characters, voices Bebop in this movie, this animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. It is overall a shock a thumbs down. Now, let me just say right off the bat, that does not make that a bad movie. It is a shock a thumbs down for me. This movie, this Nickelodeon movie, is just too kidsy, too rated PG, almost. If it wasn't for Snoop Dogg playing that fly guy, Superfly he plays in this, in the show, basically that one scientist turned mutant fly character in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it would be a G rating for this movie. But Snoop Dogg, he kind of, gets to cut loose a little bit, and he's talking about killing all of humanity in this movie so that the mutants can live free without persecution from the humans, just because they look different. Yet again, Marvel is superseded before they can even bring out the X-Men, talking about all of these great issues, being a mutant, being different in society, being looked down upon because of your looks, because you're not, because you look differently and are weird. Basically everything that Marvel and the X-Men, the mutants, all of are known for. And of course, Seth Rogen, being a comic books fan, he knows this as well, and he really leans into this, helping this Nickelodeon movie reach those feels and the pains of the turtles, just trying to fit in with society, wanting so much to fit in, despite being different, being a completely different species, turtles, mutants, and crazy teenagers as well. Now, again, this is a shock a thumbs down for me, but your kids will love this movie, and there's not too much violence in this, and the overall message is going to be very, very positive about this. Accepting friends for who they are and not how they look is a very positive, and encouraging message. And so, you should definitely take your kids to see this movie, and they will enjoy it. Now, me as an older male, one who has grown up with the fabulous original Teenage Mutant Ninja comic books that Eastman used to draw, those stories of blood and ninja fights, and that is completely missing in this, along with the fact that they change their origins for the most part in this movie, There is no relationship between Splinter, his former owner, and Splinter, his former owner, and Shredder. There is no Foot Clan, except for a possibility of a part 2, where the Shredder is briefly introduced at the very end for part 2. So we may see a Foot Clan, that the Shredder does own, but he is not first and foremost associated any way with these turtles, at least right now in this origin story as told in this movie. And there's no, in the comics, basically that same ooze that got into Matt Murdock's eyes and gave him, enhanced senses despite being blinded, is the same radioactive material that gave the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles their powers, and Splinter his as well. The only thing they keep out of the originality is that some ooze gets in the sewers, and Splinter and the Turtles are covered with it, and Splinter raises, the Turtles. Even so much as Splinter has no association, despite being voiced by Jackie Chan, of being a master ninja or martial artist in any way, to learn and teach the Turtles their ninja skills. They watch all of these karate and martial art training shows and movies like Shaolin Temple, etc., and some Jackie Chan movies, and voila, you're a ninja. That's, in a nutshell, why it's a Shaka thumbs down for me. I can see why they did it to lift it up for the kids. Lift it up for the kids or dumb it down for the kids. So that it's not so associated with the violence and the killing and, that standard traditional martial art, we're set on a path for revenge. We must avenge the person who killed Master Shredder's owner or friend or, originally from the comics, which was the Shredder. No. That's why it didn't hit all the notes it needed to with me. The kids who have watched the most recent Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja shows will appreciate this. It's much more in the vein and the style of that animation than the early 80s and 90s cartoon. But again, like I said, this is another origin story, and although they cut through it pretty quickly and get to the meat and potatoes of the Teenage Mutant Ninjas Turtles and their plight currently, and introduce a new April O'Neil, and who's still in high school, so definitely shooting for that young audience for these movies. They'll be, your children should be familiar enough with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles based on the current Nickelodeon shows and appreciate it and not be too, confused by what's going on with this movie. But again, it just didn't fire on enough of enough of the cylinders for me to truly embrace it. But like I said, and if you're a fan of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like myself, you will feel a little bit discouraged by this movie. But your children, again, should love it. All right, that's all I have to say about it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Your kids will love it. You, on the other hand, as an adult, may not. I certainly did not. But if you have children, definitely take them to go see it, especially if they're fans of recent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fare on television. All right, mahalo and aloha.